Okay. Yeah. I don't know what you guys learning right now. So, like what strings method you want me to go over? Okay. All right. Thank you for recording. Yeah. What you guys want me to go over first? So concat. So concatenation. So let's do the concatenation first then. Um. Okay. So concat is what is it? It's append a string at the end of the another string. So if you have two strings, you can use dot concatenate as another string. So I will just do it here. Compiler. Let's say if you have a string 1 equal to this one, and then there's another string or s2 equal to. You can combine those two strings with concatenation. So s3 equal, we can do s1 dot concat s2, and then we can print the outer print ln and then s3. All right, so you can use a concat here, the first string dot method, and then put another string. When I get it, it should be 1 and 2. Got it?
Would that also work if it's like in two separate classes? Like if you were to declare as a class?
So you want to concat two objects?
Yeah, if we were to declare as objects, would that method work still?
I mean, I think it's a different topics. Um, so this concat is for this concat method is for the string. So if you want to concat two object, so for that object, you have a class from that object. So you need to right. So let me draw it here. Let's me think. Where can I draw? Okay, I think I can draw it here. Okay. So what you're talking about is we have class here, okay, and then we have object. So let's say you have two objects from that class of like cat, let's say, and you have like cat1, cat2. Do you mean that you want to combine these two? You want to like add their strings?
Oh yeah.
So to add these two, um, in the class, you need to write like another method. Okay, you need to write another method that should add those two objects. So let's say C1 as a string or name. I think I should write it here. Okay, let me write it here. So set up that. Um, we have. Hmm, let's see. Let's see if I can do it here. All right. Okay. So let's see. Let's create cat dot java. Just like public class cat, and then you have in the class. Let's say you have a string called name. All right. You have a string called name, and you have a constructor. So constructor is public cat string n, and then you do the name equal n. So you get the user from the name and you assign it to the name. Okay, so you have a cat. So let's say this is main method public. Okay, so cs212 public plus cs212 review one, and then I have a main method, so public started by main string arch, and then I will have I will create two class objects, so C1 and C2. So to create an object, I don't know, yeah, one. So to create an object, so first, this is a class name, then the object name, and then new keyword, and then the object name, and then I pass the meow one as a string. Uh, yes. I'm not finished yet. I will go there. Yes. Correct. Yeah. So two string is like when you print the object, two string will trigger. So you cannot combine two object with two string. Uh, I'm not sure. I did not. I haven't used the concur to combine two, but we can test. So here I just create two objects. Then like you said, we have let's say two string method. So two string is a void. I don't think you can do it. Oh, right. Let's see. Two string did not return that. Two string return. Two string, yeah, string, two string. Okay, and then let's see. I'm not sure, but like you can create another object other than two string, but the return type should be string. Okay, so one way you can do is let's create a method that convert to string, so we can then return its name. Name is a string. So in this method, you can just concat like this. Auto print ln, right? C1 plus C2. So you can see it gives you error, right? However, if I do toString and dot toString and concat these two names or string name, do we need to add public or private? I would say yeah. So you should name all the variable name as a private if she doesn't mention anything. But have you guys learned about inheritance? Do you know
Yes.
inheritance? Yeah. So if you have like inheritance, you have two class, you have a child class and parent class, then you need to do protected. But for in this situation, let's use a private. Okay. So yeah, this is like you get the name, you get the specific one, and then you want to combine those two. This is a concat. But if you want to, let's say if you want to add two fraction, you cannot do this. You need to add another method that return a new object that get like two fraction. So, but in this example, you can just do like this. You don't need concat. The dot concat is like the same as plus sign. So instead of using that, you can use dot concat. If I run it, so let's see, Java C dot Java, Java CSS, Java, yes. Run this, it concat those two strings. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm answering your questions, so yeah. Okay. Any problem that you guys want to go over first? Or any question from this that you guys want to go over? Problem number 6. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay, let's do that for number 6. So for 6, write a function called even up that return the result of the increase in the first even digit in a positive integer parameter by 1. Your solution should use no more than 10 code. Anything. Okay, let's look at that. So print 1332, the first even 2 chain. Okay, you look at the first even plus 1. Yeah, so the first even, so here you see the 2, so it's 3, and then you see the 2 is 3, and you don't see any even, you don't change anything, and then you see the 2 first, and then you change. Okay, so this looks like recursion question. Okay. All right. So this question, so first you have 1, 2, 3, 2. And then, okay, first, okay, how do we know it's the first one? What we can do is we can convert to string, and then we can find which one is the even, and then we can do the plus one without recursion. All right? So let's convert this integer to a string. Okay, so this becomes string, and then in the for loop, you iterate from the first. So when you iterate, you're at here, and then you convert this character to an integer, or to this string to an integer, and then you check if it is even or odd. If it's even, you plus 1 and you stop it. All right? Did you guys get that? Okay. Okay. All right. Uh, so yep, let's do that. So here, okay, I will I'll remove this. So we can do an even app method plus public. What is the return type? The return type will be integer. So it's public int even up, and then it receive the integer. Okay. Yeah. Let's just return 0 first to get rid of the error. All right. Okay. First, let's convert to string. So string str name is equal to um first in to string. I think it's what method is integer to string. So integer dot to string. Okay. Okay. So it will be integer dot string. Give the name. So this integer becomes a string. And then we iterate the string for in I is equal to 0 and the I is less than then dot name dot length. Okay. Then I plus plus. Okay, now we are iterating the string. So let's check if str dot I want to use a subset because subset will give me string. It will return the string data type because I don't want the because character percent. Okay, I think we can use a chart too. There's the chart dot I. So in the I, so it's the first index. We have like in the previous example, we have 1. So it's like 1, 2, 3. So 1 is chart. And then we need to convert this into a integer. So I think there will be character dot. I think because I only okay if you use the substring, it will be I comma I plus 1, and then I can use string dot first int. I think. I think this is writer. Okay, see. Chart minus 0. Okay. Yep. Yeah, we can use that. So chart equal I. So it will give me the 1 as a character. All right. So in the ASCII value, you can subtract from 0. What happened is okay, we'll get to it. So if we subtract minus 0, so you're subtracting ASCII values. So you will get like 1 in integer. And then we are going to find out if it is even. If it is even, we increase 1. So it will be string num I equal dot chart I equal string and dot chart I plus one. Yeah, sorry, we cannot do it. So yeah, we need to update the string, but our string in Java are immutable. So you cannot do it. Okay, so Suleiman, what do you think?
You can do the dot replace. No? So you basically replace it with, so kind of, it's like, it's a bit wordy. You get if the number is even,
Yeah,
you get the number, convert it to an int, add one, and replace the current character with the new number. That could work.
okay. Yeah, I know what you mean, but we need to convert the character to string, character to integer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do that. Num string on dot char at I. So we can use writer dot get numeric value. Writer dot get numeric value. Put it here. This will give me integer. Okay. This gives me an sorry. It's let's say char num. So this will give me a integer value. So okay, so and then we can replace and then we can add one and then replace it to the string. So it will be string dot name dot place. Okay. Is it replace? Okay, let's see. Java place. That's that. Okay. So we will need. I mean, we don't need to. We don't need to convert to integer. So we can like do this one replace with the first character. So this will be str.len char add dot I. Now I will do plus one. Not here. Add I, and then str dot char dot I, and then I will do plus one. Dot replace. This is an old char. So I think I will need to do char integer dot char. Okay. So this will need to be easier to char in Java. Okay, then I can use the char here. Okay, why is it giving me error? Does it convert to character, right?
Maybe put a parentheses around string.num and +1. It might get confused. So between, yeah, around there.
Okay. Oh,
Mm.
right. But we don't need this. Okay, and then we can just return integer dot first int and then convert the integer. Okay. So this will work. So let me explain again. So first I convert the integer to string and then I iterate the string. And then if I found that if a string is integer, all I do is I add that character +1, even though characters are ASCII values. So ASCII values are a number, so we can add one. So it's +1. If it's even, add +1, and then it's a char. Convert to the, and I replace with the string again. Okay, and then I convert the integer string to the integer, and then I return the integer. Okay. And here, there's the edge cases. So the edge cases, wait, is there edge cases? No, there's no edge cases. So yeah, let's test it out. To test it out, let's see. Okay, copy here.
Wait, Mike, should there be a break statement in the if? Otherwise, it's going to make every
Oh
even.
yeah, so there will be a break. So when we saw the first one, we replace it, and then we break it. I think this needs to be static. Okay, let me run it here. All right, let's check. So it should return. Okay, it did not change. Hmm. Hmm. Chain. Okay. 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 Solomon, do you have any idea?
I'm trying to code it on my own as well. Not sure. Anyone here have any idea? I'm on Zoom, trying to see. Maybe because it's what I'm seeing is that it sees if it's okay. Hold on. Maybe is it because in the for loop, try adding a print statement. I just want to see what it prints. Like
Okay.
what is the
Let
int
me
tell you?
okay, let me check.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there in here? Okay, let me check this first. So it goes in, like, I need to say first. Okay, so it goes in twice, so it did not replace. No, it go once. Okay, it go once, so it did not replace here.
The issue is not replacing.
Okay, I think what okay. If I change to the character, like if we change to the array, it will be like easier to do.
Pray you don't get a question like this when I get them. And if you do, no. Try and fiddle your way through it.
Okay. Right. So let's see. This did she give the answer solution for this question? Anyone?
But she
Because
didn't
this
give
is my
any
first.
answers.
Huh?
Oh,
No?
yeah, that's she just made
Okay.
them but didn't give anything.
Because like this is my first time tutoring her class. So I used to tutor lot plus. So yeah, this is a little bit new to me. The way I don't know what she want to test you guys. Okay, before we do that, what is the like test layout, by the way? Like what will be on the test?
I think she said it was gonna be um like an output question.
Mm-hmm.
Um like one of the I think it's like question 2 on the test where you just figure out I mean that was the output question. Like a full code question, which is number 1 in the document.
So
But
you will
I
have
think
an
we only
output question.
yeah, the output question that we were doing.
Okay.
I'm actually not too sure. There was like 2 other things, but also like a class, like creating a class with the default constructor and that's I think that was it. There's one other thing I think, but
There was a complete Java program, and another one was detecting the error and fixing it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait 1 second. Do you have like a sheet of like what it is on the test? Okay. All right. I think this will be on the test. Wait, let me write it down somewhere. Let me check, guys. So these will be on the test. So first, write a complete Java program. You take an output for a specific line, identify the errors, make Java class. All question?
So in the complete Java program, it says interact with user, and then there's array or array list you use in that one.
So this is like interact with
User, yeah.
user.
And then there's the array or array list, whichever.
Okay, so this will be array or
Array list.
array list.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So I think this problem doesn't need to do with like all of them. Maybe this one, but like this doesn't would relate to a user. So yeah. You guys want to finish this problem first? You guys think?
I think the issue is with the replace. Maybe if we use substring, it's gonna work. So let me paste something that may work.
Okay. Substring, okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay. All right. Okay. I do that. So it will be first integer. Let me change them. Integer number. In n equal. We convert to integer, so it will be char. Okay. Char I minus 0 1. Then I can do string name equal it will be
I think you have an extra parenthesis, char at.
char.
Yeah, you should remove the opening parenthesis inside.
You may
Yeah, just one. Yeah, one of these. Yeah.
and then 0 here. Okay. And then it will be string not and substring go to from 0 to I plus n plus 0 the substring, and then it will be I plus 1 to the n, which is string name dot length. Okay, so this begins and okay, and then we convert to the integer again. Okay, let's test it out. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Do you want me to explain? Does anyone got it? Thank you, Ben. Okay, so okay, what kind of problem do you guys want to go over again? I mean, like related to these questions.
Can we make a class?
Make a class, okay. What class do you want to make?
I don't know. In class, we did a point and triangle, but I don't know what will be on the test. So.
Fine. Okay, when I take our 211 class, I think it is like fraction. So you make a fraction class and then you add 2 fraction. Shall we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Wait, let me see. Okay. Fraction. Fraction dot Java. Okay, and then we'll have main.java. This will be the certified main arc. Okay, so in fraction, right? We have let's just use integer. We have numerator. Okay, we have a denominator. Denominator. All right. So how can we construct the constructor for this? First, how can we construct the default constructor? Before we do that, we should do private so that the user cannot access. And then, okay, constructor, default constructor. Let's do public fraction. Default constructor doesn't have any input here. Okay, so we will set numerator to 0, denominator to 0. Okay, and then we will have a public fraction, integer n and integer d. And then we put a numerator equal n, denominator equal d. So we have a numerator and denominator. Okay, and then do you guys learn about getter setup method? Get and set method?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. So public. So let's do the get first. So get is we need to return. So we have public and get numerate get numerator, and you return the numerator. Public and get denominator, and then you return the denominator, and then public void. For the set method, you don't need to return the set numerator. So you need to pass to set something, you need to get something from the user. So let's say in n, numerator equal n, public void, set denominator equal d, denominator equal d. Okay, so we finished the getter setup method. So let's say we want to add two fraction. Okay, add two fraction. So what we are going to do is, when you add two fraction, you will get a new fraction. The new fraction is an object, and we have an add method. So when we add, we need two fraction. So it will be fraction. Okay, so this is fraction other. So this fraction is like the current fraction that we are on, and the other mean another fraction. Okay, so okay, how do we add the fraction? First, we need to make the denominator equal, and then make the numerator like multiplying with the numerator, and then add them. Okay, so what we can do is we can do common denominator. How can you get common denominator? You can do this dot denominator time dot denominator. Okay, for example, if you have something like 1/2 plus 1/3 to make them equal, multiplying the denominator. So let's check if this dot denominator is not equal to other denominator. You make them equal. The denominator. After you make the denominator, after you multiply the denominator, you need to change the numerator again. Okay, so it will be in this new numerator, this dot numerator I other denominator, and then in other new numerator equal other dot numerator time this dot denominator. So you cross multiply, so you get a new one. And then you can add the numerator. So it will be, okay, before we do that, so it will be like here in new numerator. And we have a new denominator. Okay, so to add the, when we add this new numerator and other new numerator, you will get new numerator equal this new numerator plus other new numerator. So you will get the new numerator. And then the new denominator is equal to the common denominator. Okay, so I will do new denominator equal common denominator. And then after that, so this is if the denominator are not equal. If the denominator are equal, you just need to add the numerator, and the denominator will be the one of them. So new numerator is this dot numerator plus other dot numerator, and the new denominator is equal to this dot denominator, because it can be anything. After that, so we need to return the fraction object. So we can do new, return new fraction, and we pass a new numerator and new denominator. Okay, so this will add two fractions. So we can check the main. So let's create fraction f1 equal new fraction. Let's just do 1/2. And another fraction will be f2 equal new fraction. Okay, okay, let's do the numerator equal. So it's like 1/3 and 1/3. And then we will do fraction f3 is equal to f1 dot at f2, which means we add the f1 and f2. And then we can check f3. So we can check just then the outer and ln f3 dot get the numerator and f3 dot get the denominator. Oh, sorry. I write too much Python. So it will be print f3 dot get the numerator and the denominator. Okay. Let's test it out. So Java C First, go to the directory, fraction, and then Java C. First, let's compile the fraction first. And then you compile the main.java. Let's see what I don't like. Java C main.java. Okay. The FRACTIO and FRACT. It should be. All right, let me just do here. Because I think it caused the directory error. Java C. Okay, sounds good. Now I can run the main. All right, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 is, you get 2 over 3. Okay, okay, do you guys get it?
Can you go back to the fraction, please? The class. Yeah, can you go down?
Okay.
Uh,
Okay,
oh, okay, all right. So it simplifies, right? Does it?
it doesn't simplify. So if we need to simplify, we need to write another method that simplifying this fraction, which is
Okay.
like a little bit difficult.
Can you please try with different fractions that they have
Okay.
denominator?
Okay. Let's do 1 over 2 here. So it will be 5 over 6. Right? So 1 over 3 became 2 over 6. 1 over 2 became 3 over 6. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 over 6. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. So this was like a fraction. So in this code, like you need to know how to handle objects. Right. So this is like this style object. So this mean like this current object. This is F1, and the F2 is other. It passes from the parameter. Okay. This won't simplify, but yeah. To get simplified, like math is easy, but when you code, you need to find first. You need to find the common denominator. Yeah, you need to find the I think greatest common multiple. Oh, sorry, greatest common divisor. Yeah, greatest common divisor. And then we need to use to find the greatest common divisor. And then we need to use the sum algorithm from the 120. And then we need to divide both of them. Yeah. Yeah, this is add again the same as subtract. And when you multiply, it's like new numerator equal to this dot numerator time other dot numerator, and then new denominator equal this dot denominator time other denominator. So you get the multiplication, and then the division is the same. So you need to flip the other dot numerator and denominator. Okay. I think she will for the class. I think she will give you like one mathematical equation, and then you need to write for that equation. Yeah. Any question with the constructors? Okay. Does anyone get that? All right. Okay. So what is our next question? This is Java class. And so you guys learn about, okay, what OOB topics have you guys learned? You guys learn about inheritance?
I don't think so.
No inheritance. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
So can we do the array list and the array?
Okay, realist and array.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. So array. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So array example. Okay. I think from now on, Suleiman will be leading. Okay, so I will be in the chat, but Suleiman will lead the rest of the review. Suleiman, you okay?
Yep, I'm here already.
Okay.
So you guys wanted to go over array lists and the difference between array lists and arrays, right?
Yeah, that could work.
Okay. Let me share my screen. So I'm not gonna like show you guys the code, but like because in essence they're the same thing. Let me share my screen and show you guys what I mean. Share. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of a Java array list is that in regular arrays, it's let me draw it out here. So in an array, when you declare an array, it creates a certain amount of memory, right? Each having like a certain like a row of boxes per se, right? And you could have objects in, so let me say we store numbers, so 4, 3, 2, dot dot dot. And each array has this index, sorry, you can't speak. So 0, 1, 2, 3, right? This should all be reviewed for you guys. So the main idea with this is that we have like a storage system that can store these in like values and also has a quick way of getting a specific value. So I want the last element, like say this is a size n, I just call the nth index of the array. Say I want the second value, I go index 1, right? But because this is like a certain amount of space that's like dedicated for an array, once you dedicate the space, you can't change it. Does that make sense? So say I want, say this is full, and I'm up to here, say this is 10, and it's full. I want to add another number. Well, I can't add because right now the array is full. I either have to like replace it, one of the previous numbers, or I have to create a whole new array. Right? Does that make sense? Is everyone
Yeah.
with me?
Yeah.
So in essence, that's literally what an array list is, right? And you see these are all the methods. I'm not really go over like specifically coding them as long as you know how to use them. Like so, like an array list is basically an array, but you could add more to the end. Right. So if I want to add more, it'll basically like create more space here, and you could add more elements. Right. So in essence, that's the whole idea of an array list, right? So it's the same thing. So if I want an element in an array, I would say like array I, right? This would give me a specific element in the array. Whereas in an array list, you would just use get. Right, where is the get method? Right. Where is the get method? Right, see? Get. This is inherently the same thing as this. So I said instead of array I would do array.get I. Right? And similarly, like you could have the size of the array. That's here, size. You get the size of the array list. You could actually convert it back to an array. This you can have add methods. So say you want to add to the end of the array, you just use add. So you just end at the end of the list. And if you want to add to a specific place in the array, it uses just add, right? So similar, like it's like here, if you want to do an example, if you want to set array j is equal to 10, right? And you would just do, instead of that, in the array list, you would do array dot add 10 j comma 10, like this, right? Is everyone okay with this concept? That's literally the only difference between array lists and arrays. It's basically an array that can extend, right? Is everyone okay with it? This idea?
So if you add something in one place, wouldn't it push the array back? Would it? Yeah.
What do you mean by push the array back? Like, are you saying like if I added something here, would it push all these elements this way?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, inherently that's what it would do. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Any other questions? Like I said, you'll learn much more about the whole idea of an array list, like all the methods, hopefully, and data structures. But like for Java, like 212, all you need to know is that this is just an extended array per se.
Yeah,
That's
just a quick question.
Mhm.
For the array j equals 10, we are replacing that in the array. So how to replace in an array list? I don't want to push. I don't want to squeeze them. I want to replace an existing element.
I think that there has to be one. There is a method. I'm sorry. Let me just see if I can find it. There is. I see what you're saying. Like you don't want to like add it. You just want to like replace a specific. Yeah, there you go. Set. Right. So instead, if you don't want to replace it, like say I want to replace, not replace. What am I saying? Oops, sorry. Say I want to set array list element 2 to instead of 2, I want to set it to like 7, right? So in regular arrays, you would do something like array 2 equals 7. But in array lists, you would do array dot set, sorry, dot set, and the index would be 2, comma value 7, like this. Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, they have a method for everything. And also, I just want to make sure, like, and whenever you declare an array in Java, it's like remind me if I'm wrong. It's like I think array it's like with data type. Is it correct? Array equals new int size, something like this. Right? One sec. Gonna make sure I'm correct. Declaring array in Java. Not you. God damn it. Yeah. So new int something like yeah. Okay, so it'll be like new in this. In an array list, you have to like specify. So you would write a list. I think you could do an array list. You gotta write the type. This is a wrapper class, say array equals new array list like this. So you would have to write it like this. Because this is a data like a container using an array. Right? But inherently do the same thing. Any questions so far? Is everyone okay with the idea of an array list versus an array? Does anyone have a specific question? Is there a question that uses an array list? I'm not sure, but does anyone have any questions? I'll wait for a minute.
Yeah.
Let you guys. Oh, there's a question.
I think we are good with this.
We're good. Okay. Everyone's good with this. Then let's move on. I think what Mike was the other topics that they want to go over? Array list. Does there's speaking of topics, is there a specific question? Like, do you want to do an output question? Maybe like question 3. I'm gonna erase this. Everyone okay? I'm gonna erase the board. Clear my drawings. Okay. Is there a specific question that y'all want to go over? Did a class. Maybe write a complete program, something like that. The text output. Any question at all? If you guys don't respond, I'm gonna pick a random one. Okay. So we're gonna print this one. We're gonna do number 3, an output question. Okay, so here we got a main function. We got 2 ints a and b, and x is an array of integers. S is problem number 2. Okay. All right. So let's see. We got 2 methods, g and f. G takes 2 integers. F takes an array and an integer. Okay, then. All right, so line A. Okay, print system.out.print line x2 2. So let's just write this here. This is going to be x4. Okay, plus x2. Okay, so this is basically like, can you locate it in the array? So if we start 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So x4 is going to be 5. x2 is going to be 4. And together this becomes 9. 9. Any questions? This one's relatively straightforward. Any questions at all? This one wasn't bad. Okay. S dot substring 2, 3. So if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. This is the starting index. This is the ending index. Not mistaken. So you would go 0, 1, 2. Start at 0, and 3. End is exclusive, so you exclude the end. 4 dot dot dot. So we go from 2 to 3, but we exclude the end. So this would print out, oh, that's a no. Okay. Any questions about that? I'm going to take the silence as no questions.
No.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know who's that. Carson said that. Thank you, Carson. All right. So now we have s dot substring s dot index of b. So once again, correct me if I'm wrong. Index of returns the index of the first time we see. Well, here there's only one b, but I believe it's the first time. So this is going to be 3. So this is going to be s dot index of 3 of b. This is going to be 3, right? And if there's only one element, not element, if there's only one parameter passed in dot substring, I'm assuming it's just going to print from that element to the very end. Right? Not delusional. It's been a long day. I'm very hungry. So if you do make a mistake, please let me know. But yeah, I'm assuming that's how it works because there's only one. Remember, this is going to be one parameter. So it's going to return s dot substring 3, which is going to be, is it up to where? Hold on.
I think it only prints the exact one.
The exact one. Hold on.
Yeah. Unless you ask for a substring, I suppose.
String methods. Where's Oracle? Where's Oracle? Where's Oracle? I don't need your help, pilot. I just need, thank you. Substring. Substring QRS. Begin index. Yeah. So substring like this. Returns a string that is a substring of the string. You start here and you go up to the end. So yeah, it returns from 3 to there. So it would be, let me type it out. BLEM space then UMBER space 2. Blem number 2. Any questions?
Okay, I had a question. So for index of, if you write B, comma, suppose E, for example, would it do up to E?
Index of, I believe, takes only one parameter if I'm not wrong. Yes, you can only put one string in it. So by B comma E, what do you mean? Like this?
Yeah, will that work?
Well, you can only have one string method.
Okay, right.
So like right here. Index of, you only have 4 versions of it. You could have a character, you could have the only other parameter that you could have is like from like the starting point. So the from index is starting from, like if I were to put index of B comma say 4, it would check starting from 4 down if there's any B's. Without the starting index, it would start from 0. Yeah, but yeah, you can't add multiple, because remember this only returns, the index of returns as an integer, just one integer. So like there's 2 possible integers which will return. Does that answer your question, Zarif?
Okay, so you can do, you can start at one index and then go up to something else. Like if you want to start at B and then go up to E, so in number. So you want to do blem space num NUMB.
No worries, no worries. But I think, yeah, I get what you're saying. There's no way you could,
Yeah.
for that you would need a substring method. You need to like specifically write the substring from this index to this index. Right?
Oh, all right.
You can't use the you can't use the characters per se. Like you can't say from this B to this E. You have to say from this index to this index. Does that make sense?
Okay, and if you want to find it, you do character at, or if you want to find the index of that E.
If you want to find index of this E, you would have to
Yeah.
you have to use this.
Oh, all right.
Hmm.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
No worries. Is everyone else okay with part C? Once again, if you have questions, feel free to like ask. Don't remain silent. Because I'm just gonna keep moving on. Hey, I get paid either way. I'm joking. All right, so part D. Okay, so print line GB of A plus B. Okay, so these aren't in print. Yeah, so because string concatenation is gonna concatenate each part. So like don't it's not like clear confusion. This doesn't mean you add all the numbers together and then print that. If I'm not mistaken. If I am, Mike, if you're there, correct me. This is what I'm assuming is you evaluate each number and you add them together as a string. So I'll show you an example. So it would be, so let's do G of B of A. So B is 1. Wait, B A. B, oh, sorry. Just gotta be careful here. Because see here, why are you not erasing? Oh shoot, sorry. There you go. Here, B is passed in first. So wait. B is passed in first. So B takes the place of A here. So B is 1. Yeah, this is where some people might lose points. Here it says A and B, so you might think, oh, A, B, A, B. Here, B is the first parameter passed in, right? So that means in the function, it takes the place of A. So A is 1, and since A is this in here, in this call, A is the second parameter passed, in the function, it becomes B. So this is 4. Okay. Okay, so in Java, I think it's all whatever changes here, also there. So B is going to be B minus A, which is going to be 4 minus 1, which is 3. A is B plus A, so 1 equals 4 plus 1, which is 5. Oops, sorry, no, I'm an idiot. A is equal to B plus 5 plus 1. What's wrong with me? 4 plus 1 is 5. Sorry, guys, I forgot how to do math for a sec. And return A. So this is going to return. Sorry, Ben, you had a question?
Yeah, actually, B is 3 now. 3 plus 1.
I was about to
You're
say,
right,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right, you're right. I'm sorry. Thank you. B is now 3. Thank you. Good catch. So it's going to be A is B 3 plus 1, which is 4. And it returns 4. Okay, so this is going to be 4. 4. And plus A plus B. Mike, any changes that happen here, do they? I'm getting confused with C++ pointers. Are
No,
these?
it will not change. It
It
is
won't.
like it won't
It won't
change.
change these, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure. So then it's going to be A, which is 4, and B, which is a 1. Okay. Thank you, Mike, for that tip. Does anyone have any questions about how we did this? This is 441. Any questions at all?
So why it's not the arithmetic addition? Is this because of that empty string at the
Yes,
beginning?
because it's an empty string. So it does string concatenation.
Got it. So if this removed, it's going to be a 9, right?
Yep.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a tricky question.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Like same like with the string, and then they have like the A B and the B A switch it. These are the ways that they get you on the exams. So you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
All right. So last question. Oops, someone had a question. Sorry.
Sorry. So if you want to change the actual value, you do pass by reference, you do the ampersand as well.
I don't think does Java have an ampersand sign? Because that's how you do it in C++. Um,
I think if you want to change the value in the method, like you pass as a array.
yeah,
The
arrays are
arrays are passed
automatically
by
pointers.
reference, yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to like specifically return and set that equal to this. Yeah, that's how it works in C++, but I don't think that's how it does it in Java. All right. So let's do the last question real quick. fx5. So it's going to be right here. No, I erased the wrong thing. Anyways. Okay, so f takes in the integer array. Okay, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Takes in c, which is 5. Okay, this is 5. Is 5 less than 3? No, so we ignore this. And then now we have to do, oh, this is recursive. Okay, fine. All right, so it's going to be x c minus 1. C is 5. So it's going to be x of 4 plus f of x and c minus 1, which is 4. We're going to go here now. It's going to be f, we got x, and 4. Is 4 less than 3? No. So this is going to return x of 4 minus 1, which is 3, plus f of x and 3. Okay, this is going to go here. F of x and 3. And I want you guys to notice how I'm trying to solve this question because it kind of is, because it is recursion, it's going to like break. So it's best if you like do it in this style where you go step by step, right? And then we got x3 is going to be x of, is 3 less than 3? No, so it's going to be x of 2 plus f of x and 2, right? What we see here for 2 is 2 less than 3. Yup, so this returns 0. Right, so it's going to be x of 2 plus 0. X of 2 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. This is going to return 4 here. This is now 4. And if you guys are lost, please like let me know. I could retrace the steps, but here's turns 4. X3 is 0, 1, 2, 3 is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. So this returns 5. And this is going to be 4 x of x4, sorry. This has returned 5. X4 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So this will print 10. Okay. Any questions? That was a bit wordy, and I feel like some people might have been lost. Does anyone have any questions about this? For your exam, expect something pretty similar to this. Like when they talk about array list array, this is probably something of the question that you're gonna get. Any questions about how we got 10 through this recursive function? If anyone's confused, I'm more than willing to go through it one more time just to get it down. And so I'm assuming everyone's good then for this last part. Okay then. So if that's the case, what did we do? We did outputs, error. Is there an error question here we can go over? You guys want to do this question function? I don't think you're gonna get that. Maybe. Maybe 7. Okay, that's possible. Anyone have any questions? I'm reading through. I'm trying to find like the other error, what the error type questions are gonna look like. Oh, okay. Void print args. Print greetings. Print I is 0. I is less than args dot length. Okay, so right off the bat, I want you to notice that this is going to give an error, if I'm not mistaken. Because this isn't the same thing as this. Right? So it's going to be like, oh, what's args? Because remember, once you're inside the function, all that it knows is just whatever it's given in as the parameters. So in the world of print, there is no such thing as args. Right? Args is just for the main. Right? So right off the bat, This program going to compile. Nope. Is that how he's nope. Oh, that's nice. Is no.
Okay, so
Is
I
no.
had a question.
What's up? Sorry.
Sorry. So if you want to print, so you want to return the first argument, like whatever the user writes, like on the console. How do you do that?
I think it's just args 0. Second, so it would be system dot out. And I love how Microsoft knows I'm going to type that. That's great. Arg 0. I think that's how you get it. 'Cause remember,
Oh,
args is just a sorry, was that you gonna say something?
oh yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So you put it under the main function, and you can't put it under the another one, the void function, the void print.
Well, here, if you were to do that, you would have to say greeting 0, right? Because remember, you have to do something like this, right? Because remember, in this function, it doesn't know what args is. Args doesn't exist in this function, in the print function. Args exists in the main function because it's a parameter, right? So if you were to do this, that's perfectly fine. If you were to do this code and replace this with args, well, sorry, if you were to do this line in the main, it would work like a charm. Because args, we already know what args is. But in respect to the print function, it doesn't know what args is, right? These are like isolated from each other in a sense. Right. So and if you want to like go to the second question, if you want to fix it, you would basically do for int I is 0, I is less than greetings dot length I plus plus. That's how you would do it. Because greetings is what's known in this function, not args.
I understand. Thank you. And I think there will be a parenthesis after length.
No, in Java length you don't need a parentheses.
Oh, really? Okay. Thank you.
I think there is another compile error.
Where is it?
The return type.
Return. That's right. Yep, you're right. You can't return true. So this will also give an error, right? So if anything, just be safe to right and wide returns an error.
So it can
Nope.
be either.
Sorry, what was that?
Can be either. If you want to keep the return true, we should make the return type as a boolean, or yeah.
Yep, that works. So they could do no, nope. The function print doesn't know what args is, and the return it returns true when it shouldn't return anything. Okay. So as you were saying, as Ben was saying, you can either like take out the return. Yeah, had a little note here. Also remove return true at end of function. Right. Or if you want to work around this, change this to, or actually you can change it to a Boolean because it wouldn't. I mean, you could, but like it wouldn't do anything. So it's better off just remove the return true statement. And also, before you guys leave, because I know some of you might have to leave early. Mike, post the feedback form thingamajiggy in the chat, please. Thank you. Please fill out the feedback form. Yeah, this is the first time we've done this for Chyn's 212. I think it's the first time she's taught 212. Yeah, so it's a learning curve for us. So if you want to if you could give us feedback and tell us what we did well, what we didn't do well, how we can improve, that would be much appreciated.
And I had a question.
Mhm.
So where did you find this question paper? And
were you not given, this is what, when we created the review session, we were given this.
Oh, right. I wasn't here from the beginning. Can you post it in the chat again, please? Thank you.
Hold on, give me a second. File, computer. God. Okay. All right. Here's the file we've been working on. Oh, sorry, I direct messaged it to Mike. He already has it. Oopsie daisy. All right. Let me know if it works.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, part C, the one part I never got. Use. I'll be honest, did I learn this when I took 212? Maybe input output. What is the name of the file that must contain class Q1 so that you can compile it using the command line? What the hell is that question? Is it like the name of the file? Name of the file that must contain class Q1 so that you can compile it using the command line.
I think Q1.java.
Oh, that's it? Q1.java?
Yep.
Okay, then we're going with this then. Okay, thank you. I've never, yeah, these are weird questions to ask. Anyways, what command would you type on the terminal to run the program in class Q1 so as to produce output? So this would be something, I think it's like, is it Java C and welcome to CS212? So when you compile, like I said, I never use it. I just use when I run Java code, I press the run button on VS Code. So I have no idea. Mike, is this how you do it?
I think
Maybe.
Java C if you want to compile to run without that C.
Yeah.
Okay, but the
Without
question
C.
is which one would it? It's like when you run it, which argument would fill args with? You know what I'm trying to say? If you
So
use
it'll
Java C, it
be,
compiles, but like,
yeah.
would
So
you
like
run?
after you compile, you need to use the Java space and then the name of the file. So Q1, and you pass that argument. Welcome to CS212.
Okay, let's go with what Mike says. Not
And then
Java C.
you should
Sorry.
pass it as a string between double quotation, the whole message.
Well, if you do, oh, yeah, I can do that too. Because then it'll just be wondering. Okay, that works too. Okay. This would just, if we did it like, how would I say that? If we did it like without the quotations, it would be this is one string, this is one string, this is one string. But if you do it with the quotations, I'm believing it's just going to be processed as one whole string. So that works too.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. All right. Any questions? That's a weird type of question to ask on a 212 exam. Anyways, that's how Chyn rolls, I guess. Does anyone have any questions about what we've done so far? You guys are awfully quiet, except a few that have been speaking, which I do appreciate. It really does. It's very nice when people participate in the review sessions.
I think we went over everything. I mean, we can do more questions if anyone wants, but
We could. Like, does anyone have a specific question in mind that they want to go over? Because if not, maybe we could like choose a random one. I'm not. It's all up to.
can
Guys
we
want
do a complete program? So
complete
just to end the
program?
session probably.
Okay. Let's do this one. Write a complete Java program that is used for a psychology study into random number choices by a human volunteer. Your program is to operate as follows. Partial credit should not be more than 30 lines long. Ask the user, the volunteer, to repeatedly type 2-digit numbers into the screen. Hmm. Ask the user to repeatedly type 2-digit numbers onto the screen. Read the user input and discard any number that is less than 10 or greater than 100, but keep track of numbers within this range. When the user enters the number 100, the experiment runs and the program prints a summary with the following form with one line of output for each of the numbers from 10 to 99 that was used. Okay, let me actually code this out. Let me share my screen again. Stop sharing. Share VS Code. Okay, public static void main. Alrighty. So if you want to read an input, you have to import a, one sec. Java.util.scanner. Yes. Scanner input equals new scanner. Oops. Is that wrong?
System.in, right?
Yes. It's been a while. Sorry. System.in. All right.
No, you are correct. So you write new scanner and then in parentheses you write system.in.
Oh. System.in.
Yeah, there.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna put it at the end. That never just bothers me, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay. So we have to take in user input and we have to store it in one line of output for each of the numbers from 10 to 99 that was used. Okay, so there's different ways you could do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use an array because we already know the numbers that we need. So let's do int nums is equal to new int, and just I'm gonna put it as 100. Okay. And then we're gonna do, so now we're gonna take an integer. So it's gonna be int input, and then system.out. See if I can do a while true loop. There's one second. There's different ways you could solve this question. This is one way. Int oops, sorry, int n. Good.
So I think inside the while loop you can just write, I mean for true you can just write ignore for less than 10 and over 100, no?
Yeah. Well, if it's 100, we got a break.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
If n is, and as you were saying, we could have, do you guys know what breaks and continues are? So like as you were saying, we got to like check. This is gonna be the case. So if n is less than 10 or n is greater than 100, we just continue. Basically, it just skips where we're currently on and goes to the next part, right? So we just like, this is like the ignore case. That's not how you do comments. Ignores less than 10 and greater than 100. Okay, and if equals 100, exit the loop. Okie dokie. All right, so we have to ask the user for an input. So system.out.print line. Print line. What is it? Enter a number. And then n is equal to input dot next int. And then here is, so if it's less than we ignore, if it's 100 we break, otherwise we do this. We're going to do nums of n is plus plus. We're also going to, let's have a total. Total equals 0. Okay, so this is basically what we're doing here is, oops.
And
Okay, so this
sorry,
is
in the in the first statement in true, while you do x colon, I don't think it should be there. I mean, yeah, this
For
one.
this one?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh, sorry. Like, okay. If I remove that, this is a VS Code thing. Whenever you have like in VS Code, whenever you put like inputs in the system, it's like the variable. Like if it's not doesn't do anything. If I remove the string, it's gone.
All right.
It just automatically does that. And so, yeah, I'm sorry that confused some of you.
All right, I use Eclipse. So.
Yeah, I think you guys use Eclipse for 212, but yeah, I use VS Code. I hate Eclipse. I've despised it and will never use it. Anywho, so nums n, this is gonna increment the number of time, the count for each number. Basically, so if we have, say the user enters 19, then it's gonna go to position 19 in the array and increase it by 1, right? And this is gonna keep track of the total number of numbers we get, right? Because at the end we're gonna have to like print out if the percentages for each one, which we're gonna do now. So we're gonna do print I is equal to 0, I is less than then. Oh, okay. For each line of that was used. Okay. I is less than nums dot length I plus plus. I'm gonna start from 10 because we don't have inputs from 0 through 9. So those are all gonna be 0. What we're gonna do with this, we're gonna do if nums I is not equal to 0, system dot out dot print line, which is gonna be like I said, like see how it's like x again. That's just how it is. We're gonna print, let's say double, how do I do this? Double x, not x. A is equal to nums I divided by double total. We actually declare total as a double. That would be much easier. Total equals 0. Bingo. Right.
And
Ben, you have a question. What happened?
yeah, I think you should multiply by 100 because this is a percentage.
Yes, you are correct. Times 100. Thank you. Print line. We're going to print out user chose. Okay, so user chose nums I a. Oh, sorry, a. You got a space in between. A percent of the time. Is that correct? Oh, 8%. Fine, 8% of choices. And then we're gonna do that for each one. Let's actually make this 30 lines of code so that we don't. Bingo, 30 lines, less than 30 lines. All right. So if any you can even start at 0, because technically, we don't count for less than 10. 0 through 9 are gonna be 0 anyways. Let's save that. Let's run it and make sure it's correct. Enter a number. Chose num's I. That's not good. What happened? Yeah, please before you leave, fill out the user chose num's I. Oh, sorry. It has to be I. No, not I plus 1. Because it's from 0 to 99 in the array. So if we do this now, 11, 11, 21, 21, 21, 15, 18, 19, 99, 100. Bingo. There you go. Works. And my cursor has gone badonkey. But anyone have any questions? That's pretty much it. If you want to remove the line here, just instead of print line, just do print. There you go. I think that's it. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions at all? Like I said, there's different ways you could do this. This is just the way I chose. That was the easiest. But if anyone does have any questions, speak now or forever hold your silence.
Can you minimize the terminal? I was trying to take a picture of the program.
Sorry. Let me just. Oh, sorry. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
That's
thank you.
All right. Does anyone have any other questions in general? Because if not, I'm starving. So if any excuse I get to end the meeting early, I will take it. But if you guys have questions, I will answer. Michael is also here to answer. Any questions at all, folks? Oh, if you have time, you guys, I don't have any questions. Let me actually show you guys where recording might. I think it's the same time, same place this way. So it's gonna be Learning Commons website, Queens College, Learning Commons, resources, computer science resources. All right, so if you want, I think, do we have past ones and recordings? Oh, okay. So if you want to look at reviews possibly from like last semester, see here we have from fall. We got these were the past ones. Right. And for spring, you will see that where's this one? Midterm 1 right here. This one is going to be upcoming. So once we end this meeting, we're going to stop the recording, and then hopefully within 10 minutes our boss will get it, and when there's time, they will upload it right here. Hopefully by Monday the latest, because this is the weekend. But yeah, this is going to be where the recording is going to be. So yeah, I just want to show you guys where it is. Does anyone have any other questions? Any questions at all? Once again, please fill out the feedback form. It is important for us to know like how we can improve these sessions, especially since we'll also be doing the ones for the next midterm and the finals. So yeah. If there's no other questions, then yeah, I think good luck on your exams, guys and girls, for everyone
Thank
here.
you.
Okay, thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Very helpful.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mike, for helping as well. Yeah, have a great day. Good luck on your exams.